Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Anil Khwaja. I'm registered migration agent and co-founder ThinkHack Consultants and pdclasses.com. काफ़ी लोग सवाल पूछते हैं कि how long is the PR or Australian immigration processes? Now this question is quite vague, but it's quite interesting as well. Now people do have to plan accordingly as per whatever the current circumstances are, क्योंकि अगर plan नहीं करेंगे तो आप किस तरह से manage करेंगे अपना Australian permanent residency journey. So बात करते हैं, इसको हम divide कर लेते हैं इस question को into few different parts. Now permanent residency और Australian immigration couple of डिफरेंट स्ट्रीम्स हैं जिसमें लोग कर सकते हैं. उसमें से सबसे फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इज द जर्नल स्किल माइग्रेशन. तो लॉट्स ऑफ पीपल मूव टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया ऑन अ जर्नल स्किल माइग्रेशन. नाउ जर्नल स्किल माइग्रेशन का एक स्पेसिफिक ड्यूरेशन है, उसके डिफरेंट समझ लें कि स्टेप्स हैं. उन स्टेप्स की ड्यूरेशन को जब एड ऑन करते हैं तो आपको पता चलेगा कि ये आपका इमिग्रेशन प्रोसेस है. वेरएज जो दूसरी स्ट्रीम्स हैं लाइक work visa or employer sponsorship, they have a different set of timeline. And the third ones are the business visas, जो कि quite rare हैं और आजकल business visas को उन्होंने रोका हुआ है. एक fourth भी है जिसको कहते हैं अब GTI. That means Global Talent Investment or Global Talent Visa. उसकी processing भी different है. So let's talk about general skill migration first and then we'll go further with the GTI, business visas and employer sponsorship and work visas. So general skill migration सब classes हैं 189, 491, 190. Now ये 3 सब classes के different timelines हैं, पर हम एक generically इस timeline को discuss करते हैं. सबसे first and foremost you need to apply for a skill assessment. Now generally skill assessment can take from 4 weeks until 6 months or 7 months. Depends on which skill assessment body you have applied और आपने either fast track application की है या नहीं. For instance अगर आप fast track application करते हैं तो generally the quickest is the 26 working days or even earlier in few cases where VETAS is giving quick outcomes. इंडियन ऑस्ट्रेलिया भी फास्ट ट्रैक करता है, कुछ चीज़ों में IP and CPA भी करता है, पर yes, the quickest ones are the VETAS ones. Now, once your skill assessments are done, then you apply for an expression of interest or state sponsorship application. Now, EOI can be done on the same day, but invitation is the real game. और उसको वेट करने का टाइम जो जर्नल अब टाइम है depends on your occupation, can be from 3 months, can go up to 18 months as well. So for instance, if you're a nurse or a medical radiologist or something related to medical, then you might get an invitation within 3 months time. But if you're a marketing specialist or an accountant, then may go up to 6 months as well. Now इस पे state sponsorship का भी duration matter करता है, क्योंकि एक तो आपने EOI डाला है and few states are based on only on EOI, but few requires you to lodge an ROI. Now अगर कुछ states जो हैं वो points पे जा रहे हैं या they have a certain requirement to meet, so their processing time is from 3 months to 6 months. Generally they invite you if you have good profile and your migration agent is really sincere to give you a right advice. So जब आप state sponsorship की requirements को meet कर लेते हैं, हम now 2 किस्म के process हैं यहाँ पे, इसको भी समझ लें. Few states give you a pre-invite, so you need to submit further documentation in order to get the final invite. Now अगर ये केस है तो ये भी 2 से 3 माह का further process है. लेकिन अगर state आपको direct invite करता है to lodge a 491 190 application, then yes, you don't need to worry about it. Then you can straight away lodge a visa application. और generally 6 months के अंदर आपका invite आ जाता है. तो then you need to lodge an application. Now since हमने बात की third sub class की, that is 189. 189 की beauty ये है कि as soon as you get a skill assessment, you apply for an EOI. You don't need to wait for the state to be inviting you. But yes, जो federal invitations हैं, it may take up to 3 months or it can go up to 2 years as well. क्योंकि last 189 round जो है वो 12 महीने के बाद हुआ था. तो last October, November में there was a round, and this year December 18 they have done the round of 12 months का waiting time. So it all depends on आपका round कब होता है. Last but not the least, if you go with a visa application, then visa application process can go from 3 months to up to 12 months or 18 months, depends on how the Australian immigration workload is. So altogether अगर हम इसको lump sum करें या इसको एक summarized version में करें, so your PR process can go from 12 months to up to 24 months. This is how the whole duration of general skill migration is. Now let's talk about the employer sponsorship or work visas. Now, employer sponsorship is a general sponsorship where an employer can sponsor you. So first and the second stage they need to do it in the 186, that is called nomination and visa application. Generally लोग straight away nomination visa application डालते हैं, and that is somewhere around from 6 months can go up to 18 months. So this is a duration of work visa or employee sponsorship scheme. Work visa में एक और भी स्ट्रीम होता है जो 482 कहलाता है. उसके लिए अगर आपका एम्प्लॉयर ने कभी स्पॉन्सर नहीं किया है, so they need to apply for sponsorship approval and nomination and visa. That may also goes from 6 months to up to 12 months depend on what occupation you're applying for and आपका sponsor accredited sponsor है या नहीं. If you accredited sponsor, we have got visas within a day as well. So it can be from 1 day up to 12 months. Now जो third visa है वो GTI या GTV visa. ग्लोबल टैलेंट वीजा का फायदा ये है कि दैट इज द क्विकेस्ट वीजा टू गेट. नाउ इफ यू मीट द रिक्वायरमेंट, डिपार्टमेंट इनवाइट्स यू, बिकॉज इनविटेशन कैन गो टू 3 to 6 months, बट वीजा दे प्रोसेस विद इन अ वीक्स टाइम. अगर आपका मेडिकल हुआ हुआ है विद इन अ वीक्स आपको वीजा मिल जाएगा. सो यू कैन से इट्स फ्रॉम 6 months to 8 months or 9 months for the complete process. The last but not the least, business visas. बिजनेस वीजाज में 2 सब क्लासेस हैं, 132 and 188, एंड उनका प्रोसेस लेंथी है बिकॉज यू नीड टू गेट अ नॉमिनेशन अप्रूवल फ्रॉम स्टेट, देन यू बीन इनवाइटेड, देन यू अप्लाई फॉर वीजा. इट कैन गो अप टू 2 years to 3 years, depends on what documentation and how lengthy your process is for the state. And then visa application can also take time because ये जनरली वीजाज जो होते हैं वो कैप्ड वीजा होते हैं, तो थ्रू आउट द ईयर उनकी कैपिंग होती है, उससे ज़्यादा वो वीज़ा ग्रांट नहीं कर सकते. तो दैट्स वाई it can go up to 3 years as well. So from 12 months, it can go up to 3 years for the business visas. Now this is the whole PR, the journey. So if you're going with an Australian immigration, in short, it can grant from 6 months and it can go up to 3 years. Hope that helps.